time to wake up. I know you heard that alarm. It's real crucial. It's real important. I played that alarm so that you can understand that it's time to get up. It's time to get up. I just want to make this a real brief message. When I mean brief, I mean brief for real, man. This is gonna be brief. Um, so I want to talk about something a little different here, and I just want to say this. So when I say this, just don't take any offense to it. If you spent all your life partying, drinking, whatever you're doing, and you're not worshiping God and spending a relationship with Him, you have just wasted years. Because at some point in your life, you need to figure out that this whole world is a testing zone. This is nothing but a test. All the trials, tribulations, the hardships, all of this stuff that you go through is a test. Planet Earth, is a testing ground. And the quicker you find that out, the quicker you'll change the things you do. Let me give you an example. So with myself, my earlier years, when I was in my 20s, I was running around drinking, I was even smoking at some time, sleeping with multiple women, doing all this stuff, not realizing that, did not realize the consequences that was happening behind all this stuff, thinking that it was just that's what's going to happen to you. No. Each time you're being put a test in, each challenge you're being put in a test in, this is to help build your character when you get to heaven. The people that you mistreat, people you run over, in the process, man, the enemy is constantly devouring you and you don't even know it. And you turn into this ruthless type person or atheist or don't believe in God at all. So if you've gotten yourself to that point, it's time for you to make a 180, not a 360, because 360 means you go right back around to where you come from. That's what most people do. I don't know why they say 360, because that puts you right back where you were. So no, you want a 180. Remember, this is basically a testing ground, and everything you do is a test. It's to prove you're worthy. Prove you're worthy in coming into His kingdom. There's only two places you can go. You can go to the kingdom of the light and the kingdom of darkness. Which one you want to choose? Choose wisely, my friend, I must say, because the choice you make lasts for eternity. So just keep that in mind. I didn't go into any scriptures because I wanted you to think about this. Think about the choices that you make every single day that you're on this earth. And think about it. These choices that you make, they are basically deciding where you go. You keep failing test after test after test, every trial, and you say this is hard. In order for you to get into the kingdom, you gotta have faith. If you don't have faith, you ain't getting in. I'm telling you that because if you don't believe in Him, that's a major part in it. Then you're gonna be left out. You're gonna be left out, and that's just the real deal. You're gonna be left out, and you're gonna be trying to figure out, why am I left out? Because you never believe. So remember, take the time out to start reading your Bible. Start getting a relationship with God. Start building it from you to Him, back and forth. Start being nice, encouraging to people. Start being loving. Stop trying to gossip about everybody. Be yourself. Because most people are not being themselves. They basically, let's be honest. We have most of us have succumbed to the world and all the worldly things it wants: cars, clothes, money, new job, maybe a new husband, new wife. You ain't satisfied with the one you got. And that's another thing about that. And this is not necessarily in the Bible. This is my beliefs. There's 3 different types of relationships, 3 different ones. I'm going to end on this. This is very powerful. 3 different types of relationships. There's a relationship that's ordained from God, the one that's sent to you, that's for you, and it's in His destiny for you to be with. And there's the other one that you ask for God to see if this person's okay for you to marry or be with, and He gives the grant okay. And then the very last message, which to me is the very worst one. You never ask God for any approval. You never ask for any of this stuff. You just go based on what you want to do. So you got the best, good, and worst. So why would you put yourself in the worst? You're never asking God for approval. You're never asking any confirmation. You're never doing any of this stuff. You're stuck into this world. You only look at the physical outer appearance of somebody. That's gonna fade, and soon this world will fade with it too. And don't want to fade. You don't want to fade away with this world. So take that in consideration. Remember, 3 different type of relationships you can get onto this earth with your significant other, spouse. The one that God has made for you, your soulmate, that's directly for you, that's gonna align you up right. The best option you can get. And the second one is you don't necessarily want that option. Most people don't. Let's be honest. You want the second option where you want to go and pick and ask for approval, and God may approve it, and that's okay. That's a good option. And then the final option, like I said again, the option where you don't listen to anything God says and you're going to pick out what you want. These are the relationships that end up in divorce. The ones you're talking about, the guy's a thug and all this type of stuff and things not working out. That stuff in high school, that stuff in elementary, all that stuff you want, that's not what's going to sustain you. That's not what somebody's going to be when you get into a trial or tribulation. They're going to be running. That person, that very first option is going to be the one that's actually going to be with you the whole way. Going to be with you through sickness, through health, through, losing your job, going through hardships with you losing your parents. You got to think about this stuff. Are they going to be able to say encouraging words to you when things get hard and things get down? Probably not, because they don't believe in God. Most of the time, that their relationship doesn't. It's just something that you're just trying to get for right now, trying to satisfy. You're trying to have the latest car, trying to have the latest bag, trying to have the latest wallet. You're trying to get all this latest stuff. What you need to be doing is putting Jesus Christ first in your life. So, my friends, church, take the time out to find out. This is a testing ground. This is a. I used to tell my friends all the time, man. This is a testing ground. This is a makeshift world. So if you don't make your ship right, you'll stay in this world and be trapped. So get on the right path. There's only 2 paths, light or dark. You make the choice.